Hello. I'm Elizabeth Harper from sealwithlove.com and intuitivesoulcircle.com. We are here with another Angel Messages video for the week. So I asked you, if you didn't already know, to choose 3 cards, 1 of 3 groups of cards, or to choose 3 cards from the numbers 1 to 9. And to pick a crystal, 1, 2, or 3. So the crystals are, we've got, let's just pick these up. Iron pyrite, so that's pyrite. This one in the middle is fire agate. And then this one is Unakite. So pick one of those crystals. And then we have 3 groups of cards. And we have numbers 1 to 9, because in each of those 3 groups of cards there are 3 cards. So lots of different things that you can choose from. You could choose just one thing, or you could choose 3. I always feel like 3 is a good number to choose, that energy of 3, because 3 is a number of abundance, it's expansion, and when you think about it, that 3 is so open, isn't it? There's more possibilities that could come into that energy of 3. So I like that vibration of 3. All right, so before we get started, I just want to share with you that I have opened up my 44-day meditation program, Sacred Connections, to help you to connect with your guides and angels. So what we're doing today, I'm connecting to my guides, my angels, and channeling information. I don't have to close my eyes or speak with a different voice to channel. It's just inspiration. It's that inspirational connection. And I'm always over your heart, just like angel wings. Invite your angels to guide you to message 1, 2, or 3. Or maybe 3 of the numbers between 1 and 9. And to one of the crystals. So the crystals are pyrite, fire agate, and unakite. All right, so you ready? Okay, let me know what you've chosen. Let me know when we get to the messages if they resonate with you. And what I would love for you to do is when you see the cards or the crystals and you just get a sense of what that means for you, share it in the comments, because what you have to share, the inspiration of your message with others, and it could really have an impact on someone else's life. All right, so our first stone, put my glasses on here. Our first stone, hi everyone, is pyrite, iron pyrite. This is known as fool's gold. I can't see it as golden here, but you can see it kind of shimmering in the light, that golden energy. So often with pyrite, it can be about, it's very heavy stone, very heavy. So it can be about grounding and protection and shielding yourself as well. But one of the things I have, this is pyrite right here. You see it's so much more golden, isn't it? I have that sitting with a piece of malachite and rose quartz, and I have them in an abundance grid. So it's connecting abundance, so it's opening up the energy of abundance. So I feel that this is saying that a piece of abundance is coming into your life. There's some blessing that's coming into your life, and it's almost like you are bouncing away all those negative thoughts that you may have had, or bouncing away anything that isn't going to work for you, and instead you're bringing into your life this wonderful blessing, this wonderful piece of abundance. Now I'm also hearing that of course gold connects in with your angels. So this, if you chose this, there is a strong connection with your angels this week. So listen, be guided by that angelic presence, by your connection to the angelic realm, because I feel that your angels are going to be just nudging you towards something, or at least encouraging you or sharing with you or whispering in your ear about something that will help you to bring in more abundance into your life. Abundance doesn't necessarily mean Money, it could be love, it could be blessings, it could be good health, it could be all kinds of different things. So what is it for you? What is that abundance for you? All right, so we have 3 cards as usual in our first group of cards. So this is 1, 2, and 3. All right, so first card, this is Woman of Wands. Do you see that? I love these cards. These are the Voyager deck, and one of the reasons I like them is because there's a lot going on in them. And you can use your intuition to guide you to an image. So do that now. Use your intuition to guide you to one of the images in this card, whatever it is your eye is focused on. And then ask yourself, what does that mean for me? What does that mean for me? Why am I looking at this image? So the Woman of Wands is very much about change. She's been through so much change. There's a story about her, about having a familiar with her, and the familiar changes, and as the familiar changes, like a cat, as the familiar changes, she changes as well, and she constantly keeps changing, but she's remembering where she's come from as well. So this is the same for you. Wands is fire. It's opening up your creativity, it's passion, it's love. So you are opening up this creative part of yourself, this loving part of yourself, this spiritual part of yourself as well. And this is amazing because you are changing. So you're letting go of the old you and you're stepping into the new you. So this is incredibly powerful. So what are you seeing in that card? What image, what symbol, what color is really drawing your attention? And what does that mean? Let us know what that means for you. Card number 2 in group 1. This is Seeker of Crystals. I love this. Now look, these particular cards, I love these cards as well. These are the Inner Child deck. And the Seeker of Crystals is the cowardly lion on the yellow brick road going towards the Emerald City. So the yellow brick road, I always think of that as the solar plexus, and the Emerald City is the heart. So this lion has courage and wants courage and desires courage, but the courage is already there. So the yellow brick road can be about that fear and walking that path of fear towards your heart, towards opening your heart, towards something that your heart most wants. But you need the courage to take that path. So this card is saying that the courage is there for you. You don't have to look outside of yourself. You don't have to ask somebody else for the courage. It's right there within you. Just focus on your heart. Focus on connecting with your heart. Focus on having fearlessness as well. And there's a beautiful, is that a bluebird? It looks like a bluebird that's right there, that's just before the lion. And that blue, what would that blue be? What would that mean? That would be communicating, maybe communicating your desires, maybe communicating from your heart. So I just love that. And the bluebirds are bringing in a crown. And that crown is the crown chakra opening up. So you are opening up to that next step. You're releasing your fear. You're stepping into courage. You're moving in the right direction. You're moving towards your heart. And you're moving towards your heart desires. I love that. Fulfillment of your heart desires. You walk the road to find the answers. Yes. That's perfect. Absolutely. Now, the third card. The third card in our first group is the angel card, and it's truth and integrity. So when we look at this card, look at all those little angels, little cupids that are around this person. And it's, what are they doing? They're whispering to her. Do you think they're whispering to her? Are they waking up? Looks like one of them is waking up right here. So something is awakening in her. So this third card is saying, listen to the truth. You're hearing the truth. You know how that is sometimes when you you want an answer to a question. You're waiting for this answer to a question, and the truth is already there, but you keep kind of denying it and pushing it away, and then it gets heavier and heavier because you're not listening to that truth. And you think that the truth again is outside of you, and so you might keep asking people for their advice. And then when you finally come to that realization of what the truth is, it was already there. It was already part of your consciousness, but you were just maybe denying it, pushing it away. And so that made it really heavy. So I'm almost feeling as if this, even though all those little beings could be really light, that she is constantly receiving the truth, that she's getting that truth, and she may not necessarily be receiving it. She might not be hearing it. She might be receiving it, but she might not be hearing it. So what truth are you not receptive to at the moment? Ask yourself that question. What truth am I not receptive to at the moment? And see what comes to you. Because whatever comes to you is coming up from your higher self, from your soul, from your intuition, from source, whatever you want to call it, it's coming in from the energy that's around you. How does that feel for you? Does that resonate with you? Let me know. All right then. Number 2, our second stone, is this piece of fire agate. Doesn't look very fiery, does it? It has kind of some part of it. There's some fire in it. But this is quite a clear piece with just a little bit of fire in it. I love this. And with that fire, of course, it's burning away the obstacles. It's burning away. It's clearing your energy field. But with the fire as well, it's saying that you are lighting up your passion. But when I look at this piece, it's almost as if it's waiting to be lit. It's waiting for that fire. It's waiting for the flame to come in. Something is waiting to be ignited. So I feel like you are waiting. There's a sense of waiting, but the fire is there. So you might be getting irritated, or you might be getting a little bit kind of frustrated with things because they're not moving as fast as they could do. But I almost feel as if you're waiting for something to light your fire, or you're waiting for that idea to come along, or you're waiting for that love to come into your life. It's just a sense of waiting when I'm sensing this, but the fire is there. That's the thing. And it feels really good to me, even though that wait could be difficult, could be frustrating. I feel like everything you need is right there. It just needs you to say, okay, all right, then I'm going to take this step. I'm ready. I'm moving with it. I'm going with it. Or what is it that could light your fire? So what does that mean for you? Let me know what that means for you. This fire agate, this energy of fire. What does it mean for you? What are you waiting to ignite right now? What are you waiting for? And yet that passion is right within you. So waiting, unemployed ideas, new work could totally be that, couldn't it? Waiting for that work to come, that job to come, that love to come, that abundance to come, waiting for it. But the fire is within you. It's not outside of you. The most important thing is to focus within. All right, so our 3 cards. This is interesting. All right, 3 cards. So this is for group number 2. So we have card number 4, 5, and 6. So number 4. This card says anger. It's got 4 of cups. Look at all the red in that card. That is the fire. That is the passion. And sometimes your anger gets you moving, doesn't it? It can for me. When I get really frustrated, then this little burst of anger will come up, which is really rare for me, but it will, if it comes up, then it gets me moving. So you might find the same for you, that a little piece of anger will come up and it'll get you moving. But also, when you look at that card, is there anything that speaks to you? Is there something that is guiding you to connect with it? What does it mean for you? What does the symbol mean? What does the image mean? What does the color mean? So for me, when I look at that, I see the red and I see the blue, and I feel as if that passion is then going to move into action and purpose, and that's the blue. So something is going to trigger that fire within you to really start burning bright and then move you forward. And that blue is purpose. So the purpose, let's focus on that. What's that purpose? Let's focus on the purpose. Let's zoom in on the purpose. What is it you want to create? Use that fire within you to bring it into your life, to manifest it right now with that blue. And blue is also about communication. It's about inspiration. It's about writing. It's about creativity. So you could get really creative, but it requires that passion in order for you to create. All right. Oh, I love that. Our next card is number 5, and this is, we're back with the inner child card. This is Cinderella. And Cinderella, of course, she didn't have very much, but she was given this dress to go to the ball. And all her wishes came true, everything that she wished for. She worked really hard and she got what she wished for. But she had to believe that it was there as well for her. She had to say, yes, I will do this. I will take this. I will take that dress. And this dress is coming to her. Traditionally, this is the moon card. So in the moon card, there's a choice. There's a choice to come into the light. And so here, the dress is in the light and she is in the darkness. So it's a choice. You have a choice. You have a choice to come out into the light. You have a choice to say yes. You have a choice to let go of any darkness that may be there in your thoughts, in your feelings, in your mindset, in everything in your life. And the idea now is to move into the light. What does that light mean for you? Light can be information. Light can be lightening yourself up. Light could be letting go of all the stuff that you don't need. Light could also be that it's time for a new path for you, that it's time for something new for you. So Amy said, shoot, I missed number 2. I was just thinking you were saying shoot for the moon. Because, or shoot, what is it? It's something, there's something about shoot for the moon or shoot for the stars, and you'll land between the stars, you'll land in the stars. There's a saying and I can't quite remember it at the moment. So maybe you can remind me of that so we can share it, because I feel like it's something that is coming up as a little trigger and inspiration. All right, so number 6, our card for number 6, and this is still in our second group, answered prayer. So if you have been praying, if you have been asking, if you have been desiring something, your prayers are being answered. So you can ask Archangel Sandalphon to help you to take those prayers to the heavens, into source. Your prayers are going there anyway, but it's almost like, you know, when you've got friends with you and you're saying, this is what I want, and everybody else is behind you saying, yes, this is what she wants. There's more voices, there's more energy. So your energy already goes to source. When you ask, when you pray, when you send your request into the ethers, to the universe, it already goes there. But Archangel Sandalphon can help you as well to just add more energy to it. Yeah, answered prayer. So a prayer you've been putting out to the universe, that is being answered. May not always be in the way that you anticipate, right? It could be in a completely different way. So just open yourself up to receive. And let's make an intention now that answered prayer, it's going to be answered in the next, 48 hours? Just ask your angels to answer that prayer in the next 48 hours and see what happens. Yeah, you've put a little trigger onto it, so that could be fun. All right then. Shoot for the moon. Even if you fall, you'll land among the stars. So thank you. That's it. So our final stone, this is the third stone. And this is Unakite, and you see it has this green in it, and we had this fairly recently. It has beautiful green, and it has pieces of a coral color as well. So part of this stone, when you get, often when you get these sort of two color stones coming together, it can be about coming together, that something is coming together, that you are gelling together with others, with an idea, with a passion, with an inspiration, with something that it's like everything's starting to come together. Now, this color green can be obviously about your heart, connects with your heart. And it almost looks like a heart. It was kind of interesting because when I was picking it up, I kept feeling it and thinking, was it a heart? Have I got an Unakite heart coming out of my bag? But it's not a heart, it's just kind of feels like it is. So to me, because I've got that feeling, I feel that that's what it's connected with. The message is about your heart. The green is, of course, opening and healing your heart. This is an olive green. So I feel that this can be about healing relationships. There's a connection with relationships. And it could be that there's been somebody in your life that you haven't communicated with for a while. Maybe there's somebody in your life who is in need of support and you haven't reached out yet. Maybe there is somebody in your life who has sent something to you that doesn't feel good for you, or sent a message to you and doesn't feel good for you, but you don't have to react to that. You can just try and work it out with this person, because this is connecting you with somebody else. This stone is connecting you together and wants you to connect, wants you to be, wants you to support each other, love each other. There's a binding that's here, and it could be karmic. And with this green, there's a power energy that's there as well. Now, this is a feminine power. And when we say feminine power, I don't mean a woman power. The feminine power is that gentle energy of the heart. It's the intuition. It's the imagination. It's the nurturing of the mother. So within this particular stone, I feel like there's something around nurturing and support. And there's a feminine energy with it as well. So it could be that it's a connection to a woman. With this particular color too, the coral energy, it can mean that you felt a little bit left out. So I feel like this is about you coming back into the fold and coming back into the energy of the heart. And maybe that heart is your family. Maybe that heart's your friends. Maybe that heart is the career, is that next step into a career, into a job. So what does that mean for you? All right, so our final cards. Let me see, let's get these the right way around. Our final cards, this is for group number 3, and this is 7, 8, and 9. All right, so card number 7. Oh my goodness, it's perfect. Nurturing. It says nurturing on top. I don't know if you can see that. So look at that card. What does that mean for you? Number 7. What image do you see in there that is really resonating with you, that's attracting you at this moment? And what does that mean for you? So there are a lot of apples, aren't there? But are you seeing the apples on the tree, or are you seeing the apples on the ground? I'm seeing this particular apple right here. Apples are very much about nurturing and abundance and support, and it's a very physical energy. It's fruitfulness as well. And there's a sacredness in apples, because when you cut an apple in half, there's a pentacle that's there. So there's a sacred energy that's there with that pentacle. There's abundance that is there. There is fertility that is there. There is so much that is in this particular card. But when you look at that, there are lots of apples together. And I feel that, again, that this is about that disconnection and wanting to be more connected with the whole. So this is about coming back into this place of being nurtured and feeling nurtured. So it could be about being with others, or it could just be about you being with yourself and nurturing yourself, giving love to yourself. So what might be the message for you? Let us know. Our next card was just picking it up from the other one. This is Five of Hearts. Now, Five of Hearts, that would probably be the Five of Cups in the regular tarot. And often with the 5 numbers, they can be a little bit painful and challenging. You know, you're kind of halfway through the numbers with that 5. So with this, there can be a little bit of pain maybe, but you see that she's opening up this chest and taking out this heart, this beautiful heart. And what do you see in that particular card for you? I'm feeling when I look at this, that there's this sense of she wants to send a message, that she's sending this message from her heart, maybe to the heart of somebody else. That's what I'm getting from this particular card at this moment. What do you get from it? Do you get that she's putting it into the chest or that she's taking it out? Because she might be putting it right into that chest. She might be putting her heart away. But to me, she's taking her heart out. And she's going to be sharing her heart. And that could be really vulnerable. And it could be difficult and challenging. But I feel like she's ready to do that. What does it mean for you? Are you ready to share your heart? Or do you want to put your heart away in a chest? It's interesting that it's the chest, isn't it? It's like the chest of the where the heart is inside of your chest as well. So then we've got that chest right there. And of course there's turtles here. These turtles, they're very protective. There's lots of symbolism in here as well. So there's a protection energy that's there. So are you protecting yourself at the moment? Or are you ready to open yourself up and maybe be vulnerable? Our final card, this is number 9, is trust. Trust. And what's interesting to me is that there's this same, see, she's holding the heart, she's holding this, the wings and the star that's there as well. And then in here, she is holding something up too. But she's not letting that go. Maybe she's looking into the future. So for you, it's to trust that it's going to be okay. That you can look into the future, you can ask your angels for support as you look into the future, or maybe to have a vision of your future, vision of your next step. What is it you want to create? What is it you want to manifest? When you look at that, you see there's the sun, and there's this reflection, and then there's this little ball here, and they're connected in that trinity, aren't they? And there's all different pieces to it. So I feel that here, that there's 3 things for you to do, because that's what I'm getting from this. 3 things for you to do that will help you to trust that that next step is right there for you. Yeah, that energy is waiting for you, that the sun, the light is lighting up your path. And that path can be something that you've already created in your mind. And the outcome of that path, the destination, is already something that you've created in your vision. All right? I love that. Just trust that you are on the right path. Trust that your angels are going to be there to support you. And trust that you can visualize, you can imagine, you can create something in your mind's eye for it to come into your current life, into this illusion of life, as physical form, as something that your heart most desires at this moment. Your angels will help you with that. They'll help you. Remember I talked about Archangel Sandalphon supporting your prayers? Well, your angels will support your desires as well, if it's in your highest and greatest good. Okay, well, this has been wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. Remember that you can connect to your guides and angels as well. We are starting a 44-day meditation journey. We love that number 44, don't we? That angel number, grounding it into the earth. And of course, 4 + 4 is 8. And I just love that number 8 as well. As above, so below. So I would love for you to join me on the 44-day meditation journey. This is sacred connection. So you can connect to your master guides, to your angels, to your inspirational guides, to your healing guides, to your wise ones, to your loved ones, to the mystical beings, to the fairies, to the elementals, to all kinds of different energy. We're going to be working with everything every day. It's a live program. We start on the 13th of July. I love that number 13. Oh my goodness, 13 is such a great number. It's very powerful. And I would just love to welcome you in. So check that out. There's a link in the description, and I'll pop another link into the comments. I will see you next week with another angel messages, and we may have a free webinar as well, just a little class next week too, so maybe on Wednesday. So I will share more about that as well in the next week. I will see you at 11 o'clock next Monday right here. Lots of love to you. And angel blessings. Bye for now. Bye.